Lying is a vital skill, whether it is used for good or harmful reason. While some of us are bad at fabricating false statements, others are exceptional at lying. John Green said that when we are little children seeking for food or trying to locate our parents to convey our sorrow, we actually began lying. Science has found that we normally tell 3 lies in a conversation with a stranger because we have gotten so proficient at lying. This proves that we lie so often that we sometimes fail to recognize our own falsehoods. The crucial question in this situation is, why are you lying to such a considerable level? Is lying acceptable? Is lying a social competency? Maybe. So, good day I bid to Madam Hamida and all fellow audience. The thing that I want to persuade everyone today is not how to lie, but when it is necessary to lie. Today, I would like to persuade everyone that lying is a good skill to have when you want to avoid conflict, when you want to protect yourself, and when it is something that you cannot change. Alright, so first of all, it is necessary to lie when you want to avoid conflict. It's true that we all tell lies now and then in our relationship, whether it's a fleeting remark like your new appearance is amazing after a haircut, or the awful date that concludes with I will call you soon. These lies are all around us, large and tiny, the little white lies that may destroy a relationship. For instance, I want you to get the best impression lines. A quick situation that can tell about this statement is, after a few dates, Katie and John are at the essential yet fun getting to know you stage. John learns that Katie has a deep interest for the genre and enjoys attending convention and day-long horror film festival. John tells Katie that he too enjoyed the gruesome genre in an effort to win her over and create an early bond. He doesn't though. This slight deceit can make Katie feel that they have something in common, hastening that progression of their relationship. At the same time, the situation shows avoidance of conflict. So, why people lie to avoid conflict? As a professional say, escapism is one of the behavior they encounter most frequently in young adults who have problematic technology use. Clients commonly employ a number of techniques to suppress their feeling, as though the experiencing unpleasant emotion is so hard for them. Lying is one of such techniques for avoiding unpleasant feeling. Young people frequently fabricate information regarding their grades, their use of technology, and their independence. In this steadily strained life, lying becomes an easy strategy to avoid perceived confrontation. People may freely discuss both good and bad information in a relationship when there is a mutual trust without worrying about retaliation. Even if someone doesn't agree with what you say, they have faith that it will be considered, used, or even handled properly. As a result, both parties regard the relationship as a safe and healthy. That is the first idea of lying, which is someone should lying to avoid conflict. Now, let's move on to the second idea, which is someone should lying when they want to protect themselves. Many people use lies in an effort to shield themselves from an uncomfortable circumstance. Consider how often young people will tell lies to avoid getting into problem. To escape unpleasant consequence or punishment, children lie. Adults act similarly because they are aware of having done something that will enrage the other people. Many individuals tell lies. A man may fabricate which friend he was going to hang out with, just as a woman would fabricate the price of a shoes they brought. These falsehoods are only spoken to avoid punishment or a confrontation. Even though they may not have done anything wrong, they would rather avoid having to defend themselves, give an explanation, or deal with a furious spouse. Ladies and gentlemen, next, many people wish to project a positive impression, sometimes for professional reasons. Consider a job interview when a candidate may present as a professional image and make an effort to impress the hiring manager. People who lie for image purpose frequently do so in order to cover up a flaw in their career history or to avoid disclosing the genuine reason for their departure from a prior position. So, many individuals lie to preserve their feeling, self-esteem, self-confidence, or other personal emotion, rather than to spare the sentiment of others or prevent someone else from suffering or being wounded. So when a lady actually wanted the job but lied to herself, she said, "I don't want that job anyhow." When a toddler cries, "I hate you," he or she can be trying to shield themselves from being injured or reject people before being rejected. Then they will look at the third idea of when we should lying, which is someone should lying when it is something that you cannot change. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine if your spouse asks you how you think they look just before they take the stage for a speaking engagement, or ask you what you thought of the speech just before they go to the platform. Consider if the individual has the time to respond for the information and handle the situation. So, even if you see a stain on his or her clothing or believe the speech needs work, actually you can be open to lying. It is because your spouse is incapable of improving the situation at hand. Since there is really nothing the individual can do at that moment, lying in this scene is probably perceived as a helping the other person. Next, long-term habit and behavior modification is the goal of behavioral change. According to the bulk of study on health-related habit, even tiny adjustment can have a big impact on people's health and life expectancy. So there is some behavior that become habit for us. As long as that behavior did not give negative impact to others, someone can let the behavior stay as a part of them. Sometimes, someone lies about that behavior because it is their flaws. It can be harmful if the people know about it. So, for instance, if someone have perfectionist behavior and it's become a habit, other people may want them to change that behavior. So, instead of change it, they lie to others that behavior is something they got from their family and so forth. Alright everyone, in conclusion, we can see that lying is necessary on a few occasions. So when someone wants to lie, they should have a good reason to do so. I do believe that lying is a good skill to have when you want to avoid conflict, when you want to protect yourself, and when it's something that you cannot change. It is okay for someone to lie if they have a solid reason behind it. When it comes down to it, it doesn't matter how much we may pretend to appreciate honesty. So, Ipsos 2016 study of more than 1,000 American adults revealed that Americans are becoming more and more tolerant at lying. According to the study, 64% of participants said they occasionally think lying is acceptable. In contrast, a comparable study by Ipsos in 2006 revealed that just 42% of respondents believe that lying may occasionally be acceptable. Additionally, a sizable proportion of American adults said it is occasionally acceptable to lie to a significant partner. So that's all from me. Thank you.